In this video, I want to talk about some cool Vim tricks that I learned recently. I have my iTerm2 terminal, and I'm running tmux as my terminal multiplexer. So I'm going to create a new file with neovim, and I'm going to call it new.py. This is a Python file, but it really doesn't matter which extension I use. The pattern that I want to create today is something like this. It starts with a hashtag and then a number. Then on the new line, there's another hashtag, increasing number, and so on and on. If I were to do this manually, like 30 times, it would not only be time consuming, but also frustrating. What I can do instead is I can use Vim in two different ways to create this pattern. One of them is to just write the first line. Let's just say I'm writing the first line. And then what I can do is, for example, copy and paste this line 29 times because I want to have 30 of these things. So I copy it and I paste it 29 times. Okay, so if you press backspace when you're trying to paste something, it doesn't count. So basically, I'm going to do this again, YY29P. All right, so we have 30 lines that are basically have the same number, but what I want is for these numbers to be incrementing. Okay, so what I can do is I can press Ctrl V to go to the visual block mode, and then go to the beginning of the file and just select these numbers. Okay, if I do G Ctrl AA, then it's going to increment those numbers for me. However, notice that the first one starts with 2. And I don't want to increment the first line 2. In order to avoid that, you can easily just go to the second line and do the same thing. Control V and select the whole block of numbers, then G Ctrl AA. And you can see that I've created this pattern very easily. Now let's say this is not what you want to do. A faster way, which is something that you can maybe automate too, is to go to the command mode. When you go to the command mode, you put a range of numbers, 1, 2, 30, and it generates these numbers for you. It's very easy. Okay, and I can also delete the first line because I don't need that. So what I can do, I want to have some hashtags before each of these numbers. What I can do is, again, press Ctrl V to go to the visual block mode and go to the end of the file. I don't even need to select all of them because what I want to do is I want to put a cursor behind each of these numbers and then type hashtag. So what I can do is I press Shift and I, it goes to the beginning of the line and puts it in insert mode. Then I can type whatever I want. For example, in this case, hashtag space. When I press escape, it's going to put that on each of these lines. I hope you enjoyed this video.